Welcome back. In the last videos, we looked at why the tribulation is about to begin and the Magog War and the rise of 10 kings, as well as the Antichrist and the false prophet. In this video, we're going to look at the first half of the tribulation, the first 3.5 years. We'll see how it begins with the covenant of peace, and then we'll walk through the seals and the first 4 trumpets of Revelation, step by step, and then connect them to what we already see foreshadowing in our world today. Now, the tribulation officially begins when the Antichrist confirms or strengthens a covenant with many. This covenant centers on Israel and peace in the Middle East. Right now, the foundations are already visible. The Abraham Accords have already brought Israel into agreements with some Arab nations, and more are on the way. And later this year, at the United Nations in September 2025, leaders are planning a major push for peace between Israel and Palestine, including a possible two-state solution. All it will take is one strong leader, the Antichrist, to step in and guarantee this peace. The world will believe safety has finally arrived, but it will be a false peace, setting the stage for sudden destruction. In Revelation 5, Jesus starts to unleash the seals. Now these seals unfold step by step, each building on the last. The first seal brings a rider on the white horse. This is the Antichrist, stepping onto the stage as a man of peace. He doesn't conquer with open war, but with words, diplomacy and deception. At this stage, he looks like a saviour. After the rapture, the world is even more desperate for someone to solve global conflict, food shortages and economic chaos. But then the second seal is opened and the red horse rides out. Peace is taken from the earth and war erupts. This is where Daniel's prophecy of the 10 kings comes alive. Out of the 10 kings, 7 submit to the Antichrist, but 3 resist. He goes to war to secure full control. The false peace quickly collapses into global conflict. As war spreads, the third seal unleashes the black horse. The rider carries scales, symbolizing famine and economic collapse. Food becomes so expensive that a day's wages barely buys a single meal. Now this flows naturally from war, disrupting trade and agriculture. We can already see foreshadows of this in our own world. Global inflation, chain supply breakdowns and food shortages in many countries. Then comes the fourth seal, the pale horse. Death rides out and Hades follows close behind. Through war, famine, disease and chaos, a quarter of the world's population is wiped out. Imagine billions gone in a short time. Even today, pandemics and plagues remind us how quickly life can be lost. In the tribulation, it will be on an unimaginable scale. When the fifth seal is opened, John sees the souls of those who are killed for their faith. These are people who come to Christ after the rapture and refuse to worship the Antichrist. Even now, Christians are persecuted and martyred around the world. During the tribulation, it becomes global. Then the sixth seal is opened, and this is where things get terrifying. Revelation says there will be a great earthquake. The sun turns black and the moon turns blood red, and the stars fall from the sky. But it doesn't stop there. John says the sky receded like a scroll being rolled up. Now think about that picture. When a scroll is rolled up, the words shift out of place. In the same way, what John may have been describing is the heavens suddenly shifting. Imagine the stars, the one thing in all of history that never changes, suddenly appearing in different positions. That could mean the Earth itself has been jolted, its orbit or axis shifted. And if that happens, the sky would no longer look the same. People would glance up and everything they've trusted as constant, the constellations, the patterns, would be out of place. And that's why I believe people of every rank, from kings to servants, will run to hide in caves and mountains crying, "Hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb." They will know instantly that this is not random. It's not just another disaster. Something has shaken the very order of creation, and they will recognize that it's God himself. Finally, the seventh seal opens, and there's silence in heaven for about half an hour. Everything stops. It's the calm before the storm, because the trumpets are about to sound. The first trumpet brings hail and fire mixed with blood hurled down to the earth. A third of the trees are burnt, but all the green grass is scorched. This could be a massive comet storm breaking apart in the atmosphere, and possibly a global fire consumes all the grass over the Earth. We've already seen record wildfires consuming millions of acres, but this judgment takes that destruction worldwide. The second trumpet sounds, and something like a massive burning mountain crashes into the sea. A third of the ocean turns to blood, a third of all sea life dies, and a third of ships are destroyed. This could be an asteroid strike, or it could be a mega volcanic eruption. The result is devastating: oceans poisoned, shipping crippled, and food supplies destroyed. The third trumpet sounds, and a blazing star called wormwood falls from the sky. It strikes the rivers and springs, poisoning a third of the fresh water. Many will die from drinking it. Now, this could be an asteroid or a comet contaminating the water supplies. Some even connect this with Apophis, the asteroid scheduled to pass dangerously close to Earth in 2029. Others believe this could be a nuclear bomb. But regardless, in a world where clean water is already scarce, in many places, this judgment would be catastrophic. The fourth trumpet strikes the heavens. A third of the sun, moon, and stars are darkened, and the world loses a third of its light. This could be ash clouds from eruptions or impacts, or it could be God directly dimming the skies. Either way, crops fail even more, temperatures drop, and fear spreads as the very lights of heavens are shaken. So what we see is a clear progression. The Antichrist rises with false peace. That peace collapses into war. War triggers famine. Famine leads to death. Then the earth itself begins to unravel through fire, poison, and darkness. By the time the fourth trumpet sounds, the world is already in chaos, with food, water, and even light itself under attack. And yet, this is only the beginning. The most terrifying events, the three woes, the abomination of desolation, and the mark of the beast, are still to come. We'll cover those in the next video. Stay tuned.